Hello. Hello. What's happening? What is happening? All right, let's see here. Let me get some windows going up here. I think I am probably not going to do webcam today. How is music? Can you hear my mic? Can you hear my music? I see nothing. I see nothing moving from the desktop audio thing. Let me check some properties here. What's happening, everybody? Kind of unannounced shocking stream here. Let's see if this helps. Any music now? Yeah, it was for some reason. Too loud. Okay, there we go. That's what I thought. I had the wrong loud music. Oh god, sorry, everyone's ear. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so you'll have to help me bring it in. I have it down to where I used to have it. Somehow my settings got back to default. I don't know why that is. Better. Sorry, everybody. Well, I had it pumped up because Brienne was saying blame Brienne. She was saying it was too loud. I don't know. Sorry. Okay. Are we all good now? Are we all? Is everyone I think the delay has most likely caught up. Just a little quieter. Okay. Thank you, Nemitz. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I do. It's OBS's fault. It's Brienne's fault. It's just not my fault. Let's just all agree on that. I'm just kidding. Okay. How about that? Okay. I'm down to 6. 6 out of 100. Is that cool? Are we cool? Okay. All right. I don't know how much time I got today. The kids have been down for a little while. This may be very short or maybe an hour or something like that. I don't know. But here's where we're at. I've been doing some grinding here, and I thought, you know what? I should just jump on and see what my friends are up to. And here is what I've been working on. Yeah, you know, I feel like this has been it's been a really fun build, but it's been extremely time consuming. As you can imagine, building the ice spikes. It's actually not that bad to build them because it's basically you just look down and pillar up at an angle kind of, but you fall a lot. So that's that. The more time consuming part was actually the most time consuming part was the snow. I have a snow golem right there in that little thing. Oh, is he dead again? Probably. And just have to stand there and just constantly harvest snow for that bit. But now I've moved on to the next part, and I would expect our stream to go an hour today. Oh my goodness. I don't know if there's going to be an alert. An alert may not show up. It's just going to be in chat probably because I don't have those alerts in the full screens. Well, Brienne, thank you. Everyone who's here, however many people are here, I can't tell that. Brienne, please, big props for that. That is super kind. And again, like always, way too much. What's up, Klautos? The Magnificent. Klautos the Magnificent. Brienne, thank you so much. Thank you so very kindly. You're not going to get an alert, unfortunately. I don't have those enabled in this particular scene of OBS because I don't have the webcam up today. But I think we're just going to go without today as long as everyone is fine without seeing this this extremely bald head today. I'm kind of feeling out of it, to be totally honest. To open up totally to everybody. I've had just kind of a bit of a rough last 2 days, 3 days. Now it's nothing major. You know, things could be a lot worse, so it's nothing like that. But you know, whatever. You go through those things where some just a combination of kind of bad luck and some you know, some real life issues that come up from time to time. Everyone's healthy and everyone's fine, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, you know, bit of a blah situation here, and I was thinking, boy, talking to my friends really always helps me feel a lot better. So I'm super happy to be here and happy that you guys are here. Ah, Nemitz, you did not have to do that. Thank you so much. That's extremely kind. Thank you. Lots of love in the chat for Brienne and Nemitz. Thank you so kindly. That actually really helps this particular today of all days, because today is the 25th is bill paying day, and that's how that things goes. Hey, what's up, Jim? So yeah, so that's actually a big help. So I do really appreciate that very much. Certainly you don't have to do it though. No love in the chat for Fix. Everyone give love in the chat for Brienne and Nemitz, please. If you don't mind. Hey, hi, how's it going? How's everyone doing? Is everyone cool today? Everyone having a better day than me, I hope? I'm making it sound terrible. It's not terrible. Just, you know, just some real life things that are happening that sometimes drag you down just a little bit, but that's all right. That's all right. That's the way that kind of thing happens. So I have yet another storage room here, because that's what I do. Is I leave storage room much to Mars' chagrin. I think. Whoa, hey, how's it going? You don't scare me. No fear of creepers on this server for now. Eventually, we'll add in size data pack once maybe we're all done digging. You know, because we're wusses. That's why. Because we're just wusses, and getting blown up by creepers all the time is horrible. Hey, so look, the plan, Dan, is I'm just digging. The plan is I'm just digging today. Sometimes I have a better plan than that, but today I'm just grinding. I'm building this crater underneath that island. That island has to come from somewhere, so I'm building a crater. Yeah, build payday. It's not that much fun. Not that much fun, but you know, we've had some unexpectedly large expenses come up very suddenly with no chance to like sort of save for them and all that kind of stuff, and it's like, it's here, you know. And plus, for a musician, any of you guys who know the arts, musician life, January, February, March, that, you know, that's kind of bleak. That's kind of bleak days for gigs, because I think December there's a lot of corporate parties, everyone's going out and celebrating and all that stuff, and then sort of January, February comes and it's like, yikes. Yikes. I am good though. I am good. I'm already feeling better just having talked to some of my good friends. So yeah, I'm good. I'm been working on this project. I recorded the first bit of the next episode already, which may or may not come out tomorrow. I don't know. The projects that I'm currently doing on Vasten are so large, so large, that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up my sort of attempted Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday video upload schedule. So I mean, I'm doing my best. I'm on it. I am making a crater. You're right. You're exactly right, Quinn. I am not building a crater. I'm making a crater. Yeah, you're right. So I'm breaking blocks. But yeah. Yeah, so the projects that I have going on, let me take you through the projects. Let me finish up this layer, and then we will I'll show you the current projects I have going, because they're big. Obviously this crater is big. Obviously that island is big. The island is actually, it's a really big project. This is actually a patron project. Oh, hey Germ, how's it going? Hey Germ, I'm playing on the server you may recognize. You may or may not remember it. Yeah, so this is big. It's really big. It's coming along really well, but there's a lot of work that's going to be a little bit hard to do in survival next, and that is going to be building like icicle and things coming down. You know what I mean? Like hang down type of situation. And then on top of it, there's going to be a library on top of that. So like and plus I'm going to landscape and terraform and all that stuff, but I got to build this crater first, so it really looks like it's being like propped out of the ground. The idea is a portal opened here, like underground. Parkitect is coming. It's coming, Nemitz. I have half an episode down. It's coming. Aha! Time. I'll record after my gig tonight. So yeah, so I got to build like the crater and then the portal, and then underneath the portal there needs to be a huge square room dugout for the other dimension. Also, there's a huge square room that needs to be dug out underground over there, and also over there. So, yeah, it's a lot. But you know, you can only do one thing at a time. So, I got to at least work on this crater. This crater is the easy one because there's no rhyme or reason of how big or how anything it needs to be. I'm just like, simply, you know, I'm just digging it kind of close, so it's always like, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 blocks, like a little step down, easy, just really easy, you know. So just kind of like this, I find taking one layer at a time is the best way, because that way you get a really nice natural sort of curve around here, where I find if you try to take more than one layer, sometimes it looks a little steeped. I did that in the walkway right down underground from where we are right now, and I did 4 or 5 layers at a time, I think, like as high as you can easily reach. And it was probably a little faster, but it did not give me a very natural sort of underground look. And so I didn't really love it, you know. I'm going to get back to Parkitect. I love it too, Nemitz. I really love it. It's such a fun game. It's like, it's the game I was waiting for like years, and I just kind of forgot that I was waiting for it because it had been so long since a good Roller Coaster Tycoon game came out that wasn't like for mobile and microtransaction and nonsense. It's just like a real game that's good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to it. Taco Bell? Man, I love Taco Bell. I had Taco Bell after my... Well, so, okay, so let me tell you about my gig. So I played a casino in Baltimore. Hey, by the way, I wanted to ask you guys. You guys, I have no idea. How many people are here? Can anyone see offhand? I can't see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I hear a baby crying. That's not good. He should not be crying already. So let me ask you a question. If I were playing out of town, like out of Pittsburgh, like a public show, would it be worth announcing where that is? Like, would anyone want to come out if I happen to be playing in your city? If you're off or whatever, just come out and say hey and just hang out. If you're old enough to get a drink, that would be cool. If not, then, you know, not. But I don't know. Would that be crazy? I never even thought. I actually thought about when I was in Baltimore, because we play like all over like sort of the northeast coast from time to time, and not all shows are public. Some are, you know, some are, a lot aren't, you know, but I don't know. Maybe if I put out a video like the week of when I'm playing, you know, somewhere that's like a nice, you know, a nice public show or an open all ages type of show, maybe I should. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong place. Darn it! I forgot I moved my storage. That's also storage. Well, we've been down there. We've been down there. Yeah, and like, you know, I can't control the cover and that kind of stuff usually because that's not on us. But all right, well, yeah, made to the UK. Okay, now that is a little further. The furthest we've been is with my current band is Costa Rica. Wow, that was 2 years ago. Oh my goodness, 2 years ago. We went to Brienne. Oh my goodness, lots of love for Brienne, would you, everybody? It's too much. It's too much. Bradford County. It snows there about 11 months out of the year, I think, right? Please give props to Brienne in chat. I don't know how to do it, but you guys know better than me. That's very kind. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, like I said, the notifications are not currently on because I'm in a different scene, but thank you so much. Thank you. Very, very kind. Oops, that's not right. Yeah, okay. So UK, we're probably not going to make UK, but yeah, look, if I'm playing a good show, I will include that in a video or something, as sort of like a, I hate to say like meet and greet because that sounds so ridiculous. It's just like dumb old me, but you know, I'd love to hang out and buy you guys a drink if you're age appropriate and just you know, I think that would be really fun. But yeah, that'd be cool. So I'll do that. Thank you, Brian, and please be safe. Please be safe in the Bradford weather. A lot of my friends, my two closest friends in the entire world are from Bradford, so I know I've been up there a lot of times, a ton of times. I've played the what's that? The Holiday House. I've played the Holiday House there like a bunch of times when I was younger. Live stream show, I did that one time, but the guy I gave my phone to live stream it was, I don't know if he was drunk or what was going on, but I don't think that he focused on the band for more than about 8 seconds. So the only person that was there for that live stream, I think, was Mr. Envelope, actually. Oh, what's up, Silent? You did? Oh, that's awesome. I'm currently using one between scenes, actually, but it's one without the transparency. Oh, that's amazing. Bye, Brian. Thank you so much. I'm age appropriate. Yeah. Well, I'm also quite age appropriate myself. I became age appropriate probably longer ago than some people in this stream have been alive. Wow, that sounds incredibly complicated. But thank you for it. Yeah, I'll put up a show. Okay, I'll put up a show. I play with like it's like my main sort of gig is like an R&B pop band, top 40 But yeah, we have some originals and stuff, but for the most part, whenever we're out doing corporate stuff, we're doing it's like covers. That's what they want for that kind of thing. Hey, is Jermsy still here? Jerm, you still here? Okay, can the humans in Vasten practice magic? So that's something that we've not really talked about. The Frost Druids are the first people. Hey, Jerm, you able to and want to jump in chat? I've got a couple questions for you. Well, don't thank me for the comment, Ben. Thank you for making the comment. I appreciate that very much. I'm not even in the chat, actually. Hold on. Actually. Yeah, age appropriate since 90. Yeah, that's right, Old Gray. You're a little bit ahead of me, but not by much. Yeah, I was age appropriate since 96, I think. Maybe. Yeah, it's been a long while anyway. Let's see. Now that I'm using headphones, I can pump up the volume just a hair. Oh, volume is pumped up. Oh, that's weird. Oh. Mm-hmm. Things are very weird. I can't go to the video done. Okay, no problem. No problem. No worries. I was yeah, so anyway, so my gig on what the hell? What night was it? Saturday night in Baltimore. So it was a casino gig, and at this casino, it's called Maryland Live. It's right outside of Baltimore. And it's a nice casino gig. They're all basically the same usually. You play kind of shortish sets because they want people to go gamble in the breaks and all that kind of stuff. You know, regular gig. But we've always been given really, really generous food vouchers there. So, like, none of us ate, you know, because we're like, oh, man, I'm going to destroy this buffet, blah, 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 whatever, you know. So we got there anyway. The contract changed, and no one mentioned that to us until it was, like, time to start. So we're all like, oh, wait a second. I thought we were so we didn't eat. So after the gig, me and the trombone player, my buddy who we always ride together, said, okay, we gotta find a Taco Bell. So we drove so far to find a Taco Bell in Baltimore. Found one. It was closed. So then we had to find a different Taco Bell because we weren't giving up. We found a Taco Bell at about 3:20 in the morning, probably, just so we could get freaking Taco Bell. As tired as it was, by the time we actually even got it, I didn't even want it, to be totally honest. I was over it. But yeah. So that was but the gig itself was fine. Those casinos are nice because they're short sets. They actually want they want the bands to play short so the people will more frequently go hit the gambling tables and all that kind of stuff. But they're nice gigs, you know. So we played 3 45-minute sets, but the breaks are short enough that there's not really enough time to go and get food. So, you know, it's whatever. It's not a big deal. But we finished the gig at midnight and didn't find an open Taco Bell until about 3. It was like the most epic journey just to get freaking Taco Bell. And I should have just gone to sleep. Would have been better for my health, my waistline, and my budget. But you know, at that point, after you search for like an hour, then you're kind of committed. You're like, well, I can't quit now. Like now, I gotta get done. So, I have not actually. No, I've never played in Vegas. Almost. I came really close. I actually booked a tour into Vegas, and then it didn't happen. They basically cut down the size of the band with a little bit of time before the tour. So that happens fairly frequently. I actually had a China tour for 6 months. A 6-month China tour for a jazz group would have been really fun. So the idea was we were going to take. It was a jazz quintet. And we'd be like in residency at a hotel for I think it was like you do 3 weeks at one hotel and then switch to a different hotel in a different city, and they put you up and they do all that kind of stuff. And if you remember back in probably 90, man, when was it? It was like 90. It was probably like 2002. If any of you fellow oldies in the chat, you guys remember back in around 2002, there was a U.S. spy plane that was shot down over China. It's sometime around then, maybe 2001-ish, something like that. And all of a sudden, tensions out of nowhere got like really high. If you remember that, and like people were like, wait, is this a big deal? Like, is this going to be war with China? Anyway, so yeah, and it turned out that it, you know, it was just tense and everything was fine. But in that meantime, they canceled all US visas. So my China tour, we were like a week from going. Like we were set, and you know, I had canceled all future gigs. Everything was set. I was going to China for 6 months, and when that happened, nope, everything stops. It was like sudden and immediate stop. No musicians going, so it was all canceled. And then by the time they got that back together, like 2 or 3 years later, at that point I was already working with a different band that didn't really. It wouldn't have been appropriate for me to ship off for 6 months, so I missed it. But it would have been cool, probably, you know. Or they treat musicians I know really well. One of my buddies ended up doing it like 10 years later and really had a great time, and almost came back with a Chinese wife actually. But yeah, he said it was really great. But you know, it would have been fun. I wish doing that kind of stuff that's like a sort of once in a lifetime chance, because you can only do that whenever you're in a place in life where you're generally unattached or don't have kids and that kind of stuff. Like if that kind of thing came up now, I couldn't do it, you know. Now, I mean, I wouldn't want to. I would, even if I could, I wouldn't want to, because I wouldn't want to leave my kids for that long. So, yeah, exactly, old gray man. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. So, but yeah, it was like a really big deal, and it kind of blew over quickly, but it happened at the exact time that prevented me from going on that tour. So it's probably for the best. I would have been an idiot. Something horrible would have happened probably. I would have been recruited by the Foot Clan. I realize that they're not Chinese, that it's like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Japanese clan, right? I think my turtle lore is a little bit lacking. Anyway, what's everyone else working on? Other than digging a crater, I hope, doing something a little bit more exciting. Yeah, I know, that's what I was just kind of joking. Wasn't correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't the Foot Clan kind of a it was like kind of a tongue-in-cheek reference to the Daredevil hand, right? Like anyone know comic book mythology a little bit better? I'm fairly sure that the Foot Clan was like sort of a like parody of the hand from Daredevil, I think, right? Vampire inspired city. You know what? I think I want to do. So let's talk. Hey, why don't we talk about Minecraft for a second? Good idea, Goat. How many are there going to be? Okay, so I was thinking about that. So originally I didn't have any more plans for the ice spikes except for just these 3. But now the more I sort of back off and I look at it, now I'm starting to think, you know, this would actually be really cool if there were a lot more. So I may expand a lot more. I have plans around this crater to make some cool looking things, but I'm going to know more once I get the crater done and kind of an outlook. Also, there's something that Oblivious built a little like igloo city, and I think I was working on some of the lore, because I don't think he had any lore behind it. So I was working on some of the lore behind the igloo city. You want to go take a look at it? Come on, buddy. I should have slept. Let me go sleep. Also, one of these ice spikes you can actually walk up, which is cool. Sleep. The crater is for the island, basically. I posted a screenshot on Twitter and Instagram. It's on my Twitter if you want to see a screenshot. Oh, hey Oblivious, what's up? What's happening? Yeah, so I was just asking if you had any plans. Oblivious built this. Let's go check out this igloo city. Hey, by the way, if you're not subscribed to Oblivious, who built this, he's one of the newest Vasten members. You can go check it out. It's in the description of this video, probably, as long as I didn't blow it. But yeah, so he built this, and I was thinking, you know what would be cool about this? And Oblivious, this is your build, so please overrule anything I say, right? But I was thinking what would be cool is maybe if these were like the indigenous people of this area before the Frost Druids even came. And like when the Frost Druids came and they started building their sort of, you know, like normal regular, you know, buildings and stuff, they decided to to keep this as kind of like a like they still live, like the people here, they still live in their traditional ways. So I was thinking about maybe putting a wall up and having the wall fall off where the crater is a little bit, like as if when the crater happened, the wall broke down. I think that could be a kind of cool look. Not a huge giant wall, but maybe just like a smaller wall, and then have a crater and have a path that goes over here. I think it could be a fun thing to look at, but that's up to you if you don't like that. Yeah, and again, I did put a most recent screenshot of this thing on Twitter. I'm trying to utilize Twitter and Instagram more. Please feel free to check that out if you are so inclined. I'm trying to get better at this. Oh, well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think the comment of the day is kind of a fun thing to add. I mean, it's not like the most original thing to add ever, but it's a way that people, I think, can get questions asked in a longer format rather than me just answering kind of quickly, you know, in a comment form, because you can only write so much. Like, I think the comment for this episode was something along the lines of like, is Vasten like the pinnacle of your Minecraft life, or is there something that you wish that you could do, or something along those lines? And like, you can't write that in YouTube comment form back, like an in-depth response. So instead, I just talked about it for like, you know, roughly 5 minutes. And it's like, you know, blah blah blah. Yeah, basically it is. There's the short answer. You don't have to listen to the first 5 minutes of tomorrow's, well, maybe tomorrow's video. Depends how long I can grind tonight, because this is not going to get done during this live stream when I'm close. You did! Screaming with joy. No one's ever screamed with joy for me before. Are there going to be more floating islands? I don't know. I don't know. It's something. Originally I would have told you no, but now seeing how nicely this turned out, maybe. To be totally honest, Goat Unicorn. To be honest, time this season is getting to be something that I've got to think about a little bit. We're not out of time, but I have some freaking mega projects going on as far as digs and all that kind of stuff, and starting more huge projects is going to be really difficult. Right now I have a lot. I have one more silver tier patron build, and then I have like 5 gold tier patron builds, and I'm gonna need to talk to them and sort of decide how we want to best go about that, because I changed the gold tier patron based on just it used to be you got a building session of an epic build with me, and I've removed the building session with me from the Patreon gold tier, because time is just so difficult, and as you know, I have kids. I do the stay-at-home dad thing, and then also work at night, and you know, so whatever. So it's very difficult for me to come up with that kind of time. So instead of do the build session with me, I've changed it to an epic build. So I just need to get I need to get people to tell me what their epic build is, or what they want it to be. And I just need to get on like really making people tell me what it's going to be, to be honest. You know what, Nemitz, that's actually not a terrible idea. Yeah, I need to get in touch with everyone. It's been crazy, actually. So I'm on that. A gold tier, sure. Okay, this isn't a gold tier build, but so I changed gold tier, right, Kai? Gold tier, again, like it used to be the building session with me, it's now changed to be like just like an epic build. So like silver tier is a house, this would be a gold tier, an explorer's guild. There's one in Sandrasku that I built for Sai. Like this might be a gold tier. I'd probably go bigger than this church for a gold tier, but it's like a cathedral more than a church, probably. Like a guild building of what you want. Like that floating island, to be honest, would be a gold tier. This got out of control. Hey Dove, speaking of out of control, so Dove's a silver tier patron, and this is supposed to be a silver tier thing. It just got out of control, and that's on me. So that's just on me. This was supposed to be a small floating island, and it got crazy. I would call this a gold tier build. I would call this a gold tier, you know what I mean, like a castle, something like that, and it's your mega build. That's the idea, or a hamlet. That's the other option too, if you want a whole hamlet to yourself, like like the hamlet that, if you've been watching videos, like the hamlet that CraftingMantis and I did together. It's like 7 or 8 small houses kind of out along the road. That kind of, that's kind of the idea, you know. And I think it's a little bit, oh, hi. Hi, how's it going? Oh, 2 of you guys, okay. I'm not gonna hit the Enderman, please. Okay. Yikes. You know, it's not hard, actually. I mean, the world's infinite, you know. I don't find it to be hard. Towards the end of this city, it could get more difficult, but we're still a good long way away from the end of the city. I would say, if I were to guess, I would put the season at halfway through, is my guess. Okay, Oblivious. Yes, I do want you to build the wall. Quick answer. That would be amazing. And I don't mean like an epic giant castle wall. I mean just like a sort of separating wall. Maybe even like snow and cobble. Maybe something not so steadily. But yeah, absolutely. 100%, yeah. Or even like a mixture of snow and diorite to make it look a little bit... What is your... Yes. I would love that. Okay, cool. I'll see you, Greg. But yeah, but I mean, but I've really enjoyed... I got a question. It was almost the question of the day, and then I think I didn't get to it yet. But I got a question of, is the Patreon thing worth it? And not like financially, but as far as like in time and all that kind of stuff. And man, the answer is absolutely yes. Time. Goat. I would say that we're getting towards 3 months in. I would say that this season looks, I'm just guessing, it looks like it. Oh, okay. It's a fight. I would say the season would go 6 months. Totally totally a guess based on, and that'll be changed as we go to see how things roll. But yeah, you know, keeping everyone interested is something that I talked about in yesterday's episode, and that's important. I myself don't really have problems with it because I stay generally inspired, but keeping everyone else interested is important. And one of the ways to do that is by changing it up, not going more than, say, about 6 months on the same sort of thing. And I think even that might be, honestly, probably a hair long. But yeah, so I got asked, hold on, how is building this snowy area near the island? Dove, I don't think I understand what you're saying. I'm sorry. How is building the snowy area near the island? Can you clarify that a little bit? I don't understand. Maybe someone else understands it. But as far as like, is the Patreon thing worth it? Yeah, it's totally worth it for 2 reasons. One, if you are willing, and my goodness, it's so unbelievably generous. I'm so grateful for it. But if you're willing to actually, you know, donate money to a creator that you like, and I'm not even talking about me, I'm talking anyone, then by all means, it is worth me taking time to put something in this world that's going to sort of commemorate that, because that is so kind and generous, and it really helps. I can't even express to you how much it really helps. It really helps. So yeah, it's worth it. And then secondly, is it gives me constant excuses on building cool stuff. Say the word yeet. Yeet. Oh, what kind of buildings are going to be around the floating island? I think I'm going to put the city, like, as if I think I'm going to put like kind of regular houses on the ground around it, but on the inside we're going to do a bit of a planeswalker habitat thing where I got some lore on the way for the planeswalker thing, but there's going to be a lot underground that we got to get to. A lot that we have to get to underground here. So but yeah, it's totally worth it. Like, if I get a chance to build something that someone cares so much about this world that they're willing to like contribute money, then man, yeah, absolutely, I'd love to do that. And I'm embarrassed of sometimes how long it takes me because I need to be more on it, but I get caught up in doing really big builds sometimes, and like that's just you know, it just takes so long. So woo. Oh, okay. Okay. The crater ends here. We just won't go any deeper than this. I did not see that coming. Okay. Great. Okay. So... Oh, hey, Si. Nothing much, I don't think. I'm just blabbering on about stuff. About how incredibly kind and generous people are. Hey, you guys want to get a sneak preview of my new transition? It's not totally done, but Si's been hard at work. I commissioned him to do some. If you're ever looking for graphical stuff, so I think Nemitz may have gotten one. Size your man. He does really great work. But here, let me do this. I'll show you real fast. Okay, ready? Here we go. We'll go to the BRBC. That's one. Oh, I'm getting killed. I'll be back in a second. Okay. And back. Pretty good, right? That's only one of them. There's more. That's actually not probably the one I'm going to use on video. Oh, okay. Okay, then. Oh, boy. I see that we're, yet again, inventory's full. Cool. Man, oh, man. Going through, getting a lot of stuff. More storage rooms for Marty to yell at me for. I do feel like, over the course of this world, there has always been, like, at least one girl playing with me, and no matter who that girl is, she yells at me pretty consistently for being a complete mess with my inventory and my storage rooms and stuff. Let's see if we can name them all. There was Andy in the very beginning, who always yelled at me for my horrible mess of inventories, and then let's see. Then there was after that there was Jennifer or Captain. Wait a second. Holy cow! Doey. Captain Doey. I couldn't think of her. Think of her name. Captain Doey used to yell at me. There was Jabberwocky, who used to yell at me, and I think the most recent is Mar. Mantis has not yelled at me very much. I think because she's been over in her big dig for so long, she's not seen my complete disaster of inventory management. But underground Dwarf City, yeah, someday we'll get there. Someday we'll actually, man. I know the place that I would really like to do an underground Dwarf City. I know exactly where it is, but we're not there yet. I just gotta pick up all this stuff. I'm lagging out the server. I think. Oh, no, I thought I was on to it. Okay. Yeah, the transition, that's really nice. Yeah, it really is, right? It's gonna be nice. And there's yeah, he worked on I got like I think he made three or four even of them. So I'll be using them in videos and live streams and all that stuff. So next level stuff, man. Really getting my professional footing here on me. Just before I hit like 1,000 videos on the channel, I'm getting my professional production up. I was just looking at how many videos I've done. It's a lot. It's like kind of an embarrassing amount of videos if I think about time. It's a lot of videos. It's like hundreds more than similar channels. That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. More videos for me to beg people not to watch because those early ones, yikes. Yikes. 7 transit. No, sorry, it's too much. Too much. That's too much work. Too much work. I don't need more than 1, honestly, maybe 2. Professional Minecraft player, that's me. That's me. Actually, I mean, it's been good. It's been really great with getting, for the first time ever, getting some ad revenue from YouTube, although they'll never actually send it to me because I can't seem to verify my address through AdSense, which is super annoying, but I don't know. They said they sent me a card, but I swear that I've not actually gotten it. So I had to get a new one. And, oh, okay, cool. This is probably very dark. Let's get some torches down. Oh, again with the inventory space, so much. Oh, hey, Jux, what's up? Okay, I need a bed in here is what I need. I have a bed, but it's kind of far away. That's not even far away. It's just like right over there. Okay. Let's get this and this. Stone? Cobblestone? Yeah. Man, oh man. This is even more sorted than a lot of my stuff is sorted in like the big dig, the long dark road or whatever the heck we're calling it. What's up, Jennifer Boyd? Oh. 3-3 or I or ill says a dwarf city lore is another attack from the underground and destroyed the cities dwarfs once lived in an underground until then. Oh, I like that. I love like destroyed builds and stuff. I love that because it just gives a sense that the world is alive. I've talked about this 1,000 times, but like it's like the Star Wars thing, you know, like the original Star Wars. Like there's like dust on all the computers, and nothing seems to work right. It's just like it's like an old universe, you know. And I think a lot of like sci-fi thing shows, and I think they get it wrong because they don't show that the universe has actually been lived in. It's very new, and everything works perfectly. Hey, what's up, Dom? And dog. Goblins are cool. Klautos is the Goblin Master. But yeah, building things that look lived in, I think it's an art, and I think it's a really important thing. It's like this crater doesn't get any smaller. This should be getting smaller every level, but nothing's happening. It's not getting smaller. Okay, I see. Okay, cool. Oh yeah. I mean, you've been binge watching season 1 of Vasten? Oh my goodness. Everyone, what do we tell everyone? What do we tell everyone who starts watching season 1 of Vasten? You can all say it together. Everyone say it together. If you insist, look, if you insist on watching season 1 of Vasten, you're a maniac first. Secondly, just start at episode 150. If you absolutely insist on watching it, which I don't recommend, but if you're going to, start on episode 150, because that's when they stop being live streams to basically no one, and start becoming, you know, like somewhat edited videos, at least as much as I edit videos generally. Keep watching. Juxy, you're fired. What's up, Maldini? Welcome to the stream. So happy everyone, so many people turned out. I know, but I'm trying to learn how not to build only dirt huts. Well, then don't watch season 1. Because I was building just barely a level above dirt huts back then. I mean, I would say watch. I think season 2 is pretty entertaining. Generally, the lore bit on season 2 started maybe episode 37-ish, something along those lines. That's sort of where the storyline starts, and I wasn't doing stories as much as I was doing kind of like almost like documentary style. I don't know, like Wikipedia readings almost in the beginning, and now I've transitioned to a little bit more stories, because I think they're a little bit more entertaining. But I'm gonna watch it all because I'm insane. People have told me that they've tried before. I don't know if anyone who's actually succeeded. So if you succeed, you have to let me know. Yeah, kind of expo dumps. I just, you know, when I started it, I started this, and I've talked about this a lot. I started this, the lore bit, kind of modeled after what Grumpy Owl does in his home series, and not copying it, but with starting the videos with a little bit of cinematic lore thing, and I wanted to distance myself from that, you know what I mean? So I think I wanted to stay away from stories in a way because of that, and because I didn't feel that I could write a compelling story. I don't know that I can now, but I'm a little bit more confident to try versus where maybe I was before, you know? Oh, okay. Okay. Fight, I see. Okay, another fight. There is a there. You're right. There. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. My goodness, this guy hit me hard. Let's eat, shall we? Oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh no. Holy crap. Oh! There is an Asian inspired kingdom in Vasten Dimensions. Holy cow, I almost died just from regular zombies. That was close. Wow. How embarrassed would I have been on the stream? I mean, every stream does start with me dying generally, but wow. Yes, there is an Asian inspired. As a matter of fact, Juxy's here, and Juxy is if not in charge, one of the lead builders over in that project, and you can check it out. I am so inspired by Vasten Dimensions. I love the builds over there. They're so good, so good. It's one of my favorite things to do is to log on, like maybe late night, maybe before bed, and just like sort of just teleport around and just take a look and just see what people are up to, because they're so good. Yeah, you know, oh boy. Okay, hold on, I need to focus. Story writing is hard. I don't, oh boy. Okay. 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 Is my armor broken or something? Why am I taking so much damage from these guys? No, my armor's just fine. From binging. Oh, cool. Hey, Justin. Awesome. Well, thank you for popping over. Story running is hard. I find it, you know, it's something that I haven't done very much of in my life, and I've done a lot of either building games or whatever, so I find this to come a lot more naturally, just like the building of stuff, and I've watched a lot more videos. You know, I don't watch videos, and if there are any, I don't really know them outside of the Vasten community and the home community. I don't really know anyone who's really doing stories. I mean, I know there's a lot of worlds that have some story-like parts to it, and that's super cool. As a matter of fact, Dom, if you're still here, oh hey Dom, I just saw you. Okay, see you, Klautos. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Dom, for example, just on your video today, you just talked about starting some lore in your single-player world, and I'm curious to check that out. I find that stuff to be very interesting, and it gives you ideas. Even if you don't like necessarily steal from it, you can take ideas. But I don't think there's a lot of videos out there that are doing real stories to sort of learn from. Like, you know, I've watched hundreds and hundreds of Minecraft Let's Play for the building perspective videos, so you've learned a lot. You learned how not just to build, but how to do a Let's Play video. Oh, okay. Cool, I see. Another one wants to meet a fiery death. Okay, cool. So yeah, it's easy to learn that, right? Because you just watch so much. I mean, there's so many people here who do Minecraft Let's Plays, right? And that's so good. But there aren't that many people that do stories. So you're not around, I'm not like around it that much, and so I get nervous kind of putting that out because I don't know how effective it is. But I do have a grand plan for every character that I've introduced that you've met. Like, if you've been following the storyline, we just finished for now Ferdinand's story. I'm gonna have to go repair my tools. We just finished Ferdinand's story, right? And we are now going to be switching over to Jack's story, who, if you remember way back, many dozens of episodes ago, Jack was the first person. Oh, Maldini, thank you so much. Wow. Hey, can we get cheers for Maldini in chat, please? That was really kind. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Wow, that's really nice. So, I totally lost my train of thought. Thank you for the donation. It's really nice. People. Okay, Dom says people used to give me stories when I would tour their builds in Minion Land. I was surprised, but even then, never still consider it myself. Yeah, you know, I understand what you're saying. I totally do. I totally get what you mean. I've heard. But you know, like obviously my biggest inspiration, as I've talked about a billion times, is B-dubs, right? And Wells probably are the two that I watched the most Minecraft videos of. And you know, when they were building something, they'd be like, yeah, maybe these people are sheep herders and this guy works over here, but then that would be kind of it, right? So to take it to the next level, in story form in particular, it's a tough one. It's a tough one to it's a tough one to do, for at least, especially initially, you know, because you're really putting your creativity out there. Like, I think my building holds up next to a lot of people's, but as far as being creative and writing interesting stories, that's a different thing. I'm gonna have to get rid of some things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Cool. Anyway, yeah, so it's something that I've been kind of nervous about. It's something that takes me a really long time to write the script for, as I've talked about before. Not that I mind it, but sometimes I get jealous of, you know, just how to be able to just log on and do something and talk and then call it a day. I think that would be really nice to be able to do that. So, can you guys hear mob sounds at all? I think I have it turned down so low. It's probably, you probably can't even hear. I plan on not prepping the world anymore. So we've done some Maldini, we've done some future proofing. So one of the things that we've done is I've asked everyone to not explore much in this world, which will make, when they do add new biomes and new world gen things, that'll make those things closer than what they would have been otherwise. Going from 112 to 113, I did go into chunky and I trimmed a bunch of chunks. And I don't really want to do that again. It caused a few problems, but for the most part, I'd like the world to develop the way it is. I'd like this to be like, because this is going to be such a long-lasting world, I'd like this to be a world where you can see things as they were in 2011. Well, not that long ago. 2015 and 2016. You know what I mean? So my goal would be to just have people stick to the roads mainly, and you know, and that's pretty much it. Like, I know there's a jungle not too far from here, but I've asked everyone to not go there because we are going to be obviously getting bamboo and pandas and all that stuff, and I want to make sure that that generates in our jungle that's close by. And yeah, so there are even, like, if you look at the map of this world, like, there are villages nearby, right? But that they haven't been loaded because they're not too far away. So as long as we don't explore, and for the most part, since I trimmed all the chunks, the only explored areas are along the road, basically. So as long as no one really just goes off crazy flying in a crazy Electra path, then I think we should probably be good. And of course, people here are so cool that they all respect that rule. Yes, the fitness is going great. I'm going to work out today for the first time in quite a while because I feel much better. I'm sleeping really well and I'm not coughing. It's a miracle. My kids are sick now. They probably have what I have, but at least at least I feel better, so I can get my workouts in. But yeah, thank you for asking. Things are 1,000 times better. What do you plan to do, Chuck? We'll just have to manually go in and do it. You know, we don't use any plugins. We don't do any world edit, Spygot, none of that stuff. So we'll just have to do it. Unfortunately. Come on, man, repair. There we go. Cool. Okay, let's, what am I gonna do for my workout? My workout today, I'm gonna do a horizontal push-pull. I used to be, I don't know how many people here know, I used to be a personal trainer for a period of my life. So, yeah, yeah, so although things as with kids and everything have kind of gone a little bit awry, fitness wise, I still have all that information up in my brain. So yeah, I'm gonna do a horizontal push pull. So I'll be doing today alternating sets of push-ups and body weight rows on a bar, and that's it. I'll probably do 8 sets of each, something like that. Let's see. So you'll terraform? Yes, that's exactly right. Yeah, we'll terraform any of those like chunk borders that happen that are along a road or whatever. Yeah, we'll just manually terraform them. You know, we'll have to make the world look complete. You won't get them all. You know, you won't get everyone, of course. But as they generate, we'll just have to go in and do it. Because the thing is, if there are chunk borders, as you generate more, as you walk to a certain place to terraform, then you'll generate more, and that will never stop. So hopefully, you know, Mojang does really well these last sub updates. I just said I haven't been coughing. Mojang has done really well these last bunch of updates on not having those. So I think that a lot of people have worlds that are old that they don't want to lose, and I think that they've really taken that to heart. And I wouldn't expect many chunk borders, to be totally honest. I mean, there may be some, but I think they'd be pretty minimal. But yeah, but we don't do world edit. I wouldn't do that. This is a handcrafted survival world, you know. Okay. Hey, what's up, Daddy? Daddy G888. Are you a YouTuber? Do you build epic giant builds? Like, did you build a giant like a giant I'm thinking like a giant nether build or something? Is that you? That's nice. I knew it. I watch your videos. Awesome. Yeah, you're a great builder. Problem is when I lift weights in my wrist, is there any way to increase my wrist strength? Wrist strength is now look, again, any information I give out here, I think I actually have to say, is for entertainment purposes only, right? And all that stuff, you know? So, I mean, go see a doctor, etc., etc. But wrist strength is generally tied to forearm strength for the most part, right? So, yeah. So, I would do forearm curls and reverse forearm curls myself. Whenever I notice that I'm having some sort of wrist pain, that's the things I do. So, Man, I can't really show it because wow, my inventory fills like instantly. I can't really show it right now, but yeah, look up forearm curls and reverse forearm curls. I think that would help you a lot, I think. But yeah, and then also the caveat of talk to a doctor before you do anything, you know. Also, the other thing about lifting weights, you know, I'm a big believer in progressive loading, and I think anyone who I believe this. Look, different plans work for different people, but there are some realities in life, and I come at this from both a former personal trainer and also a trumpet teacher and you know, musician. And incremental progressive lifting is really important, and progressive anything is important. I see a lot of people that go to the gym and just like, I'll do some of this machine. Okay, I'll just go do some bench, and just like, I feel like maybe I'll just do 200 today or whatever. It's just random. It's whatever you feel that day. I'm sure that works for some people, but I can't fathom it at all. So the thing is, if you're not going progressive, what that means is every workout you try to get 1 more pound or 1 more rep or anything, like the smallest thing that's improved. But the only way to know if you're getting stronger is if you do the exact same routine in the same order with the same length of rest and all that stuff every workout, right? If you just do random, like whatever you're feeling at the time, then how can you know if you're getting stronger or if you just rested more that day or whatever else, right? So yeah, I'm a big believer in progressive lifting. One of the fundamental websites that I recommend is a website called Strong Lifts 5x5. That's a great beginner weightlifting thing. And what he has you do is he basically has you start by only lifting the weight of the bar, and then the next workout you add the bar plus 5 pounds, and then the next workout add 5 more pounds. And you just keep going, adding the smallest amount of weight you can until you can't, and then you try to add 1 rep. So you're still adding something, but just, you know, very little. But that way you know if you're getting stronger, or if you just, you know, maybe you just took a long rest that period. Like if you rest for a minute versus a different time you rest 3 minutes, well, you're gonna be able to lift more weights after 3 minutes of break, not 1 minute, right? Just makes sense. Oh my goodness, Sausage! The great legend Mythical Sausage is here! Now I'm embarrassed. Now I'm nervous now. Oh, I'm so nervous! Progressive loading. That's what it's all about. Progressive loading, everybody. So like when I start today, having been out of it for some time, I'll be doing push-ups and bodyweight rows, horizontal push-pull, and I'm going to start with a number that's low enough that I feel like in 2 days, or in 4 days when I do it again, I'm going to be able to add 1 rep to each of those sets, right? And that's super important. Progressive loading is where it's at, I believe, for me at least. Always 1 more rep or always 1 more pound every time. Or if you're doing cardio, then try to do one more minute or 1 more incline or whatever it is. You know, just always try to get better. Don't stay static. Then you don't improve. You don't improve then, right? What's up, Saucies? What are you doing? Go to the gym? What's your workout today? Sausage, you know what you're talking about. You know what? There's no right or wrong answer between few reps at heavyweight or lightweight and lots of reps. But the only answer I can say is that you need to go progressive loading. That's the only thing that I know from my training that really works. Whatever you do, whichever approach you take, some people think you should go as heavy as you can for like 3 to 5. Some people think you should go 12 to 15. I don't think that really matters that much. To me, I'm a low rep guy because I don't like to work for that long. So I can get really psyched for like 5 reps, but I have trouble getting psyched for 15 reps. You know what I mean? So yeah, as long as you can go progressively 1 more rep or 1 more pound every workout, then you're doing it right. That's my opinion from my former, probably 9-year-old out-of-date personal training training that I did. So 2 bags of Doritos, yum. Certainly, if you're bulking, certainly I would say you gotta go heavy. But if you're just looking to get shredded, you can go either way on that. And I think you just my opinion is you just go try to get another rep. You know what I mean? Okay, wait. Oh, what's it, Paranormal? I want to start working out. I don't think that you need to go on a complex 5-meal diet. I think that that's been proven to be a bit of a myth. That whole eat every 3 hours thing or whatever, I think that's been proven to not have really good science behind it. There's a lot of people who, there's something called the warrior diet that's only 1 meal a day that a lot of people get crazy ripped on. So, you know, there's ripped vegans, there's ripped carnivores, there's I'll be going, for the most part, like a paleo sort of approach. Now that I'm healthy and I'm back, you know, I know that today this is gonna be a little bit compounded by my baby is allergic to eggs. We just found out not too long ago, so that's fun. That's fun. But so we can't really have eggs in the house, and that's a huge staple of paleo eating. But you know, if you don't know what paleo eating is, hey, what's up, Smite Me? Again, Rip Fix is coming. It's coming. It's coming, guys. Today's like the first day of getting back, of not being sick for once. Whoa, Gemini Tay is here. Oh my goodness. Hi. Hey, how are you? Gemini Tay, the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful builder. Wow, what an honor to host you in this live stream. Oh my goodness. I'm just digging. I'm usually a little bit, well, I can't even say. I was going to say I'm more entertaining than this, but I don't think that's really true. I don't think that's really true. My friends are more entertaining than this on the chat. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna totally like geek out that you're here. That's super cool. Okay. Wow, this has really turned into a workout. Let's see. Time and attention workout. Okay. Yeah. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of keto. Sausage, if I didn't have kids, I would have been 100% there. I found that that's not gonna work for me with my two little boys. So I'm gonna go paleo because that's a lot more it's a lot more possible to feed them stuff that they'll actually eat than keto, because neither of them will eat meat. So you know, yeah. Okay, let's go sleep so we can take a look at this build, huh? Because I want to see. I want to take a look at how it is developing. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Fix will be a live stream in a few months and look like the Hulk. Well, I'm gonna look smaller first, then I'll look like the Hulk. So first thing is I gotta lose the baby fat, the baby's fats that I put on since having my boys, and then I'll get into getting a little bit bigger. But so here's what we've been working on. Here's what we're working on right now, and just digging out basically where that island came from down here in the bottom. And then what I want to do is hang some icicles coming down from the side. Let's see. A serious tone shift from the jump from talking about story writing. Well, you're talking about something that is really, really, really hard for me to something that I really enjoy doing. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, so here's what we've been working on. I think what we're going to do, dig out this crater more, and then we're going to put a portal in the beginning. Then I got to dig a hole in the bottom where I'm going to be showing another dimension, and I got to build the other dimension. So it's a lot of work, but that's what we're working on today. Hey, look at that house over there. Look at that work of art, huh? Speaking of dead sexy. Yes. Yes. What else has happened here? You just want to take a little mini tour in case you haven't been catching up on videos. There's a whole new district over here. Oh no, over here. I lied. Over here. So this is the new district that we've been working on. Who's been over here? This is Sai, Caluss, and I want to say that's Krittl. I'm almost sure that's Krittl. I'm not 100% sure. And here's some stuff I've been working on. That's a house for I want to get wrecked. That's a house for being the girl. But here, this is new. If you go in, how do you get that? Oh, get through here. So if you want jack-o'-lanterns, this is kind of cool. If you want jack-o'-lanterns, you go in here. Because we have these wonderful all these different jack-o'-lantern textures. So like, for example, if you put down here, it's yellow, or if you go here, oh, it's an arrow on fire. If you go, you know, it's red and I think white is the other one. So they're really cool. But we need a place to get jack-o'-lanterns, and a pumpkin thing, like an automatic pumpkin farm, doesn't really work. So instead, what we did is this. So we have this. So what you do is you basically run down along on the ice and you shear everything, and then you axe it up. That way, and it's 128 long. So you'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If they're all grown, you would get 6. No, you get 12 stacks of jack-o'-lanterns once they're all sheared. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So, and there's a little AFK spot that you can hide in and let them grow. Let me check out the baby. He is sleeping. Cool. Sausage is on the server. Just not currently. He's hanging out with Germ. Thank you, Gemini. Thank you for the kind words. Yes, I mean, you're... Jeez, wow. That's supremely kind coming from such a builder. Okay. I need rockets. Let's get some rockets from the yurt. And then we'll go back to digging, because that's what I got to do today. Can I send you a link for the fantastic auto pumpkin smasher that has a small footprint? Well, Maldini, yeah, but here's my only problem. Would it work? Would it work for jack-o'-lanterns? Because you have to shear them when they're down, and I think breaking them, or even if they're automatic, breaking them, and then but then you have to put them down and then shear them and then break them. I think that just takes longer than just letting them grow. Because you have to shear, you know, you have to get jack-o'-lanterns, you have to shear. So having just pumpkins doesn't really help. Paranormal, can you get bulk off drinking a bunch of water with a little protein average diet? Okay. Yeah, you need to take in a decent amount of protein. Most people think about 1 gram per pound of body weight of protein. A lot of water is great. Average diet, I mean, you can get bulk, but you'll have some chub probably along you. You know what I mean? Yeah, there you go. Justin just said it. But you know, everyone. That being said, everyone's different. You gotta find the sweet spot. But in addition, the sweet spot is more than just that. The sweet spot is also what can you realistically maintain. And that's changed. Like when I was single and I was really, well, can it shear in this? Because it can't, right? You can't shear until the snapshot. I mean, until one. We're not in 1.14, so I don't think that you can. Yeah, but then it would just be a pumpkin, not a jack-o'-lantern, right? As far as I know. Unless I'm well, yeah, I don't AFK with shears. I don't know. I mean, we'll take a look at it. I'm skeptical that it is much faster than just like letting you know, whatever 12 stacks of pumpkins go, but we can take a look at it for sure. I'd like to check out. Yeah, shearing. Wait. Well, yeah, shearing is a 1.13 thing, but oh, AFK fishing with shears. I got you. Okay, yeah. I mean, either way, it's 6 of one, half dozen the other. Yeah, I mean that I would definitely like to take a look at it, but it also seems like if you have enough that are just growing during the day, like when you're around, then you can just harvest them whenever you want, and they sort of grow back by the time you're done placing them. The reason why I need pumpkins is for underground. Let me show you here. We'll go down. Here's why I need shears. So I don't know if you can see this or not, but all this water has to be covered in jack-o'-lanterns. All of it. So I need that many jack-o'-lanterns for this path. Right? So yeah, so we need a lot. Build a log stripping machine and put pumpkins in it instead. I guess we could. If you guys think that would be faster than just harvesting them up. Naturally, I don't know. I don't know. I would be happy to take a look. You know, to be totally honest, I'm the least redstone-y person in this server, so what I would probably do is pass it on to like Psy or Joelduggan or something and be like, hey, do you guys want to just do this? Yeah, because I don't know what. Or Klautos. Klautos knows redstone, you know. But yeah, I'm a little out of my depths. talking about it, to be honest. Hey, what's up, Rofo and Jasmine? 32 people in? That's pretty cool. We're still, and all I'm doing is digging. It's really bad. How is the glowstone texture? Glowstone texture is amazing. Glowstone texture is similar to glowstone. It's like, and you're not going to see it because I'm going to cover it in carpet. But at the same point, I don't want to go to the nether and harvest it. So it doesn't really matter if it's glowstone or jack-o'-lanterns, to be honest. I'm just looking to save myself as much time as possible. But yeah. Yeah. You can you can use auto pumpkin trade for emeralds, then trade emeralds for glowstone. That's true. I mean, the trading thing doesn't sound much more time friendly than does just waiting for them to grow. Am I crazy? Maybe not. I don't know. I've never really been into the trading thing that much, but I mean, trading seems fairly tedious as far as getting just thousands and thousands and thousands of them, whereas this system is you just run down the row like however many 6 times and you get 12 stacks of jack-o'-lanterns. So all about the glorious sausage. I can't agree more. Just in general, whether he's a redstone god or not, just like a generally good thing to do is yeah. I don't have any of my alerts or anything going, so I'm not getting any like new subscriber alerts or anything today. I'm sorry. I usually do webcam, and I just didn't feel it today because I was a little down when I started the stream, and now thanks to you folks, I am feeling 1000% better, and thank you for that. Thank you, my friends, for really coming through on making me feel a lot better. This always does that. See you later, chef. The brilliant Chef Boy RD, who's the nether building maniac, one of a few that we have over in Vasten Dimensions. Oh my goodness, this is. Should I start to level this out? Man, this is taking forever. Okay. Master Jason, that doesn't sound like a reward. The winner of the UHC gets to come on and farm pumpkins for a few days. That sounds more like a punishment. Everyone would just die immediately on purpose just to not be the one that has to come and harvest pumpkins for a bit. That's funny. Where are we at? Oh, good. The inventory's full again. Well, so the other thing is, like, we don't do, okay, so the other thing about farms is we don't do just regular farms here, like floating farms, right? Every farm has to have a story and a reason behind it. The reason that we've chosen for this one is that since we have blue jack-o'-lanterns here, and that's, oh, okay, cool. That's not something that's out there in the world. So the idea is blue jack-o'-lanterns can only grow here in this kingdom because it grows from the blue ice. So that's a bit of a lore thing. So here's the thing. So everyone loses too. That's funny. Oh, you did a round? Would they? I wondered if maybe you had Sai, because they were not all fully grown. So. Oh, I see you. I see you too. I see you too. Oh, a spider jockey. That's cool. This is the second one that's been down here since I've been doing this. What else? Oh, I'm happy to have you in the stream. So blue, right, okay, got it. So blue jack-o'-lanterns, they can only grow here in this kingdom, right? So I think that kind of adds a bit of a twist. It's like one of their big exports, like maybe because it needs the power. So we've talked before about blue ice in this world having power and maybe coming from the tree of Solea, right? So that's kind of a bit of the lore bit. So let's just say that, oh, hello. Since blue ice can only grow here, so this is going to be their blue ice farm, and it will only grow really low in the ground. So that's why it's down there at Y11. So I think that will be kind of a cool story that's going to work out really well. I don't have them loaded up, Sai. You know what? I'll do that as a Patreon thing. I'll do that as I'll have the patrons vote on that. I think that'd be a good way to do it. I only have the one loaded right now. It'd be a different folder and it'd be really hard, but I'd rather save that for patrons. So we'll do that as a Patreon exclusive episode type of thing. Well, let's see what else. Making redstone contraptions a little bit more difficult. Well, you know, we have the other rule that we have in this world. Like, if it's in this world, if it's in Minecraft, then it exists in this world, right? So, like, that's why there are Endermen, because there are Endermen, right? I mean, so there is redstone. Like, redstone's a thing that works in this world. You don't have to, like, you don't have to be like, oh, that's just game mechanics. If it's in this world, then that's just the way that this universe functions. So that kind of works. It is finally getting smaller, I believe. Finally, after just really hours of digging this. I shouldn't complain, because the next thing I have to do after this is dig another hole. So, yeah. Oh, man. This is so much digging. So much digging in the server. This season 3 is the season of... Oh, the season of digging. Come on. Let's just close that up. Close. Close. Thank you. Close. Okay. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're thinking. We're thinking maybe okay, just grow near blue ice or near the roots of the tree. I don't know, Jason. That's something I had not really thought about. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should these blue jack-o'-lanterns only grow near the roots of the tree of Solea, which is, you know, going to be built over there, or anywhere near blue ice? Anywhere near blue ice would be a lot more lore friendly, but, or I mean, sorry, would be a lot more survival friendly, but I think maybe near the roots of the tree. No, let's just say blue ice. But the other thing I'm thinking is that maybe blue ice only grows here because it has magical properties. So the other thing I'm thinking is that maybe their major export is going to be blue ice. What I'm actually thinking is that blue ice is the actual roots of the tree. Like, they can shave it off and get some. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Right? All I do is just dig. All I do is just dig holes. So yeah. I have a pumpkin farm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I'll have one of our brilliant, amazing redstoners do it because I'm not in charge of redstoning. Okay. Hold on, I heard a move. Let me check out my boys. Yes. Yes, still sleeping. Cool. You know, I had those under the end temple, like the big one, like the big end tower. That was dug by DNA and Key in season 1, who just really just like to get on and grind after like a hard day of work. They just like to just get on and just grind and grind and grind. What's up, Mollis? Everyone is good. Everyone is good. It's yeah, it's just been a little bit of a hectic few days here, but things are good. It was weird. My boy Harrison didn't have speech today, and we have therapy every day of the week, so we didn't today, and it was just weird. It's just like really weird to not have therapy whenever you're used to having it every day, and that takes up like a big part of the day. And all of a sudden I look at the clock, plus they both woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, which, yeah, not so much fun. But I looked at the clock and it was like 8:30, like, holy cow, I thought it was like noon. Like, just the time without having therapy, it's like a normal day. Yeah, you know what it is? I like the grind of building. This isn't as much my cup of tea. Like just doing this. I just do it because it's part of the game and you have to, but I'm not one of them. I think some people do like just sitting down and just mindlessly mining or whatever. That's just not necessarily, I'm not necessarily one of those. Okay, I gotta make a decision before we go any further. Every time you fight the Wither or Ender Dragon, well, no, we don't make a story behind, because the players in this world, someone's awake. Harrison's awake. The players in this world are not, we're not like in the world. So it's not like Sai is a character in this world, right? It's a hard concept to get across to people sometimes. Think of us more like authors of the book of the Realm of Vasten, instead of actual actual like members of it. You know what I mean? So we're writing the storyline and building the set pieces and all that stuff from where people who actually do live in this world live. So no, I don't make a story in order to fight the Ender Dragon. That's just a survival bit. But you might make a story on who the people are who did fight the Ender Dragon. You know what I mean? The reason why I left this up like that is because I'm gonna expand all that to be ice and snow and stuff on top of it, so it'll really flare out at the bottom. I think that should work really well. Thank you. I think I might very possibly be getting close to wrapping up point of today's stream, depending on if my boy is indeed woken up. So let me just take a look. Let's go. This has been a really fun build. Sorry, I'm looking to see if he's awake. Hold on. How about this? Whoop. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Yeah, I think he might be awake. What else here? Throw in some metal and grind it out. Yeah, or jazz for me. But yeah. Well, I think we are maybe at that stopping place today. I think my boys are waking up. So, yeah. Gemini Tay, thank you so much for coming by. I mean, like a legend. 2 legends dropped. Well, more than that. Many legends dropped in, but Gemini Tay and Sausage and Germ and wow, it's really amazing. Amazing to see you guys checking out the world. So thank you so much for coming by. I really, really, really do appreciate it and super cool. If you don't know who Gemini Tay is and who Sausage is, oh my goodness. I mean, they are wow, amazing builders. So cool. Anyway, hey, I'm going to attempt to get an episode out for tomorrow's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday episode thing. But as you can see, I'm in the middle of a really, really big project, and I don't know if I'm going to get there. So we'll see. It'll come out as fast as I can, okay? Thank you so much for coming. Really, seriously, thank you for coming by. There are going to be more ice spires. I've really kind of decided, but these are the 3 that actually pulled the land up out of the ground. I think it's kind of cool. So, okay, I'm going to go dad out for the rest of the day, and I'll see you guys all next time. Thanks so much for coming by. Really, very much appreciate it. Subscribe to my friends. Don't forget, subscribe to my friends. Drop likes, drop comments in all of their videos because they're amazing people and amazing builders, and they deserve it. So, okay, bye everyone. I'll see you all next time.